as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Green Bay Packers. Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And a pretty quick burst there as he gets this across midfield and down to the 46. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're open to do it consistently here.
Okay, break. Here we go, here we go. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Packers had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season. But Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but yeah.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Jack Campbell with a pick. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
A confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
Ready.
They'll run it with Williams. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Williams. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. From the gun, here's Goff. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. Short completion, just 4 yards. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you.
And he takes this one in for the Lions touchdown. Sam Laporta, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is. And his first throw of the game, I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. You talk about this Lions defense. They were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. On now is the Packers punter, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Throw left side complete. That's Gibbs. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's 2nd down.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, and maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on 1st down. They're ahead of the chains now.
2nd and 5.
Come on. Set.
Now Williams. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Play action. It's gone. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Here we go.
Back to throw. Presley. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Christian Watson, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Pinero's extra point up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a pretty poor kick here. It doesn't make it to the landing zone. And that means they'll move the ball out to the 40-yard line. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at the 40. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. That is caught by Laporta. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 36 yards on the play.
What a first quarter he's been putting together. He scored the touchdown earlier, and he's in phase right out of the gate. Right now, he's playing with such confidence, he doesn't believe that they have an answer for him no matter what they do on defense. And here's another big play to prove his point.
Williams. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. 2nd down and 3.
17-yard line. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Williams. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
And it's 3rd down.
7-7, our score after 1. The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. On the keeper, here's Goff. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on 4th. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. That's to his running back, complete. And the Lions are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. That was a pretty good job by the defense, I thought, right? I mean, they had to go to their check down, but still were able to get it done for the 1st.
Agreed. Anytime you can force them to come back to a receiver that's a little bit shorter in the route, you've done your job on defense, but still, they pick up the 1st down and get a fresh set.
Huge 4th down conversion. Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Here's the former Heisman winner. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. They follow up the 1st down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. And they'll run it here. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield. They got a yard on 1st, 2 on 2nd, and 3 here on 3rd. On 4th down, on is Jake Bates for the Lions field goal. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. Bates' kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass.
Ready.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Looking to throw. Presley. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. And now another one thrown incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
On now is the Packers punter, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
But ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
And a pass caught, it's Williams. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Here we go. Cougar nice.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3. They'll come up 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
And they'll go on the ground. And that is well read there defensively. He was looking to use his speed to get the edge, but they said no way. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Like 20.
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 31-yard line. A gain of 22.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 32-yard line.
Running left, it's Henry. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now it's gone. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. That's complete to the portal. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And that's caught inside the 35. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts.
It's a gain
As the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
Let's go now.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And it's a Packers touchdown. Christian Watson as the first half is winding down. And the Packers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. So good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10 at their own 43. They'll fake the give. Now gone. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
It's a gain of 16 yards.
17. 17. 19.
First down.
Off play action. Here's Goff. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Now a timeout signaled for him. They'll get him with 10 seconds to go before halftime. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. This throw nearly intercepted. Oh, a good D lineman almost had it. But third down coming up.
Third down and 15.
Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. The final shot before break here. Goff. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And this will wind up way short of the landing zone, so that's going to move the ball all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Ready?
And they'll run it here. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10. At the 40-yard line.
Here's second and 10. Now a play fake, and it's gone. He's got a man. It's his fullback. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it brings up third and 5 now.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game. But in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Gone. And he can't escape, and down he goes. And the defense coming through on third down, a loss of 7 to bring up fourth. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. On the ground is Jacobs to start the drive. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. On now is the Packers punter as he's on to kick it away. Here's Williams to return. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Here's Goff. He's got it complete to Gibbs. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best. And keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
He gets 7 out of it, and he also gets a first.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
A first down carry for Henry. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
From the 46, here's second down and 8. Now Goff. Over the middle, complete. It's Gibbs. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
So into Packer territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 35-yard line. Henry up the middle. And he stopped immediately there. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it second and 9.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Now second and 9. Goff now looking to throw. That's to the tight end, Laporta. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 18. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18.
Here we go, here we go. 60, ready.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 7. Here's Goff. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. A shotgun snap for Goff. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Lions are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on second and goal?
At the 2-yard line.
Henry is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Now Goff on third and goal. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on fourth and goal. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had the play call on fourth and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Packer defense stands tall down by the goal line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're so a long way away from kneel down time. So you've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
And not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
And nothing much materializing there in the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Here's second and 7. Back to throw. Presley. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jacobs. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. So from the 36 now, first and 10.
36-yard line.
Looking to throw. Presley. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Presley. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Alex Anzalone coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. On the return is Williams. 51 yards on the punt there. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Caught. It's St. Brown. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
That's good. For the Lions, 1st down.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. And they'll go on the ground. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
Here's 2nd down. Goff. And it's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams, 59 yards. And the Lions use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. They do tack on the extra point as well. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Second Pirates. 2. 70 Lions. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. Dragon 60. Go.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
A 9-yard loss. It's now 2nd and 19. At the 19-yard line.
60 Maverick. Mustang 19. Cup 19. Cup 19.
He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Back to throw. And that's incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Gotta avoid the flags defensively. Here's 4th and long.
60 Eagles.
Gotta try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Well, this, of course, set up by the stop a moment ago on 4th down, and now that might be the score that puts this one officially out of reach.
And it's a tough one because your hands are tied when you're losing in the 4th quarter because you know you've got to make something happen. They couldn't pick up the first down, and after that, the air just went right out of the balloon, and you knew you were looking at a defeated team.
Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. This is 1st and 10.
Let's go. Ready.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Now that's the way you want to start a drive. Talk about a tone setter as well as a playbook opener. Now if you want to take a big shot over the top, you're all positioned to do so.
Ready.
Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Presley. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Here comes 2nd down.
Go. Gravity Lions. Go.
Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Well, the elements, the crowd, the situation, this is NFL football at its best. Here's 3rd down. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Defensively, there's still 3 timeouts. Do you even need to use them at this point?
I think a lot of coaches do it anyway, and it seems like cosmetics to us.
Does it just send a message you're not quitting?
Send a message that you're not quitting. Let your team know you're going to battle all the way, and you're always hoping for that ultimate miracle that something will happen. You'll pick up the ball and score, and you'll have a chance one more time and maybe on an onside kick, but not likely.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Lambeau, good night, everybody.